morning everybody. This morning as I was walking, I remembered some thoughts that I was thinking last night. I was thinking about how people define themselves and how I used to define myself by a list of attributes and achievements. Oh, nice mushroom. A list of physical attributes that one might have, or ideological modes and ways of being that one might ascribe themselves to. I'm a goth, I'm a sports person, I'm a metaler, I'm an artist, I am a whatever. But also, one of the strangest things that people define themselves by is by their failings. Now, saying I'm an artist is great, and you celebrate those things normally, or I did when I was an artist, or when I did art. I celebrated the things I was good at and talked about the things that I did and that I was doing and that I was working on. But more and more over, you find that people are not celebrating but defining themselves by the things they haven't done or meant to do. This is going off track. So, right, what I was trying to say is the instantaneous definition that people give someone when you meet them is quite strange, I think. When you say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, how are you?" you get normally the reply, "Well, I've got this bad back. Well, I was okay, but I've just got over this. I've just been to the hospital, just been to the doctors. I'm suffering with something." People sketch themselves out by the things that they suffer from. And every time you say it, it reinforces that belief that you are that thing. You are that backache. You are that headache. You are that neurological disorder. You are that pain. You are that suffering. Now, although most things have a balance, and there will be suffering involved in any task you undertake, they're parts of the spectrum of events, or spectrum of a thing. So you want to be relaxed and peaceful, like I do. I like to be really peaceful and relaxed. So what do I suffer? I suffer communication with people. I don't see people, I don't speak to very many people, I don't socially interact, I don't do anything that's outside and out and about where I might meet people. So when I start doing it, when I start meeting people, what do I suffer? I suffer my peace, I suffer my tranquility and my time for contemplation. What's the spectrum when you say I am a flu, I am a backache? I say backache because I suffer from back pains, as you know. The one side of the spectrum is what's wrong with you, and the other side is what's right with you. So I am this negative thing, I am this bad happening, I am this good thing, I am this good happening. So I have a really bad back. But on the other hand, I've increased my flexibility loads. I'm doing more exercise than I've done in the last, I don't know how many years. I'm feeling in myself the healthiest I've ever been, and the back part is just the other end of the spectrum. It's what happens if I do this. If I work the job I do, enjoy the skating and the walking I do, the suffering is the back pain. And notice how they're completely interchangeable. They're the same thing. They're part of the same line of events, the same grand thing. So what I'm trying to say is, maybe when someone asks you how you are, don't necessarily go to the things that's wrong with you. Why not go to the things that are great with you? Say, well, I'm doing really well. I'm fit, I'm healthy, working a job I love, meeting new people, making friends, enjoying life in general. Although that negative is part of the spectrum, why enforce that on other people? Why define yourself by it? Define yourself by joy, laughter and happiness, rather than the misery and suffering. And even though you experience the whole plethora of the scale of things, you'll hopefully be able to focus on the light. Oh, I'm going to get wet, but I'm going to try and get a shot. Absolutely worth it, and I didn't get too wet. On my way back home. Morning ramble and rant over with. I'm on my way home now to my lovely little house on top of the hill with my beanie and my boys and the sun just coming up over here. Yeah, not much planned for today. No plans to go skating. We got a little skating, me and Matt, yesterday. It was rainy. We met a cool guy called Luke, I think his name was. Skateboarder, very nice. Just trying to get home without dying on these slippery rocks. And my trousers falling down. I think I'm finally going to have to get rid of this web belt that's about 10 years old because it has no grip on it whatsoever. Oh wow. Here comes the sun, as they say. After my lovely, quite bright, sunrise inspiring walk earlier, it rained. It's got rather squishy. I got soaked. Had to change the clothes. Now I'm back out to go and get Ali again. Praying for the gods of rain not to rain on me on the way there. I'm going to get a taxi back because, yeah, don't want to soak in wet Ali. It's not fair. Right, I've got to put you away because I think if I try and walk down here whilst trying to vlog, I'm going to fall on my bum.